What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. Coffee first. A brand new coffee. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Happy hunting. Now, see, this one I get because hunting has to do with the military. But what the hell does squirrels have to do with anything? I don't know. Anyway, this is the new one. I noticed this yesterday, so I thought I would give it a go. I've never tried this coffee until now. Coffee first. Nice blend. Very nice blend. It's very strong, but good. Strong's what I need, because we all know that Fears gets a little sleepy. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. And I just want to crush something. Someone said that, some troll said a portion of it does not go to veterans. That's not true. They thought I lied about that. Right here. A portion of our profits go to veterans, law enforcement, fire and first responder causes. Right there. So it goes to veterans, law enforcement, fire, and first responder. I don't know why some troll said that it doesn't do that, because I wasn't lying about it. So there we are. Another rumor I want to crush up is some troll said that like I wear all this veteran stuff and that I don't really care about the veterans, which is not true, and that I'm a fake and I'm a phony. Not true. I support the veterans for a couple of reasons. One, my dad was a veteran. My dad's friends that are still alive, I know them quite well. They're veterans. Plus, I support them because I appreciate everything that they've done for our country. You know? And the fourth reason is it's just a nice thing to do. Why wouldn't I support the troops? So I don't know why some troll, probably because they're evil and they want to make my life miserable, they think I'm a phony. He's like, oh, he just wears all that military stuff. No, I wear it to remember my dad, and I wear it to support the troops. And that's the reason why I buy this coffee, is because a portion of it goes to them. That's one reason. Another reason is I just like this coffee. I tried it one time and I was like, and they make different blends, and I show you guys the new blends that I always get. And I drank it, and I was like, this is some pretty damn good coffee. So those are the reasons why I support the troops. Anyway. It's a good blend, though. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Because unless you tell people, and unless you have evidence, they're just going to keep running their mouth. So it is what it is. While I'm being honest, the last few days have not been good. Yakov is a troublemaker. He always will be a troublemaker. Quentin is a troublemaker. Lies Man 26 is a troublemaker. So is Crackpot. There's nothing I can do. I'm so sick and tired of arguing with these idiots. You know? I'm going to say something, and then they're going to argue. I'm going to say something, and then they argue. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is be the best person I can possibly be. I never said I'm perfect. According to them, they're absolutely perfect, and they've never made a mistake ever in their lives. According to them, they're perfect. They're sweet little angels. They never make a mistake. I've never said I'm perfect. I try to be as perfect as possible, but it's impossible to be 100% perfect. I never claim to be perfect. I try to be the best version of myself. Sometimes I make mistakes, and for those mistakes, I'm sorry. I don't think I should get trolled every day. According to them, I should get trolled every day. I mean, what have I really done on the internet? I've lied a couple times, and I've yelled at people. Ooh. That's about it, though. That's about it. Have I made mistakes? Yes. Am I sorry for those mistakes? Yes. Am I perfect? No. But with every new day, there's always hope, to be a better person. I'll give you an example. Today I was just trying to be, I was trying to put the past in the past. Today I go in the Discord, wasn't even talking to Yakov. I heard the dude went to church. I wrote, hey man, I hope church was good. And then out of nowhere, Yakov erupted with all these hateful messages. And I just told him, Yakov, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm sick and tired of arguing with people. It causes me too much stress, anxiety. So yeah. So I'm done. I'm done arguing with them. Because that's what they want. They want an argument. Anyway, I just wanted to get all that out of the way. This ain't a hate stream. This ain't a roast stream. I'm just being honest with you guys. And the last thing I'm going to say, probably everybody already knows about it, but for everybody that doesn't know about it and that's not in our Discord, well, not my Discord, in LC's Discord, and for everybody that watches me that's not in our little in our little YouTube community, I don't know how angry he is at me, and I'm not going to spread any rumors, but Visions hasn't talked to me in a while. I hope you're doing all right. And he defriended me, probably because of all this drama bullshit that's been going on. I understand. It's a lot of drama for me, too. And some people are like, oh, Fears loves the drama. That's another thing that Yakov said. I do not like drama. I don't care what he says. I don't care what Crackpot says. I don't care what any of them say. I do not like drama. Like, if you've ever noticed, when everyone's happy and everybody's getting along, that's when I do my best streaming. When everybody's having a good time, in the chat, and there's no drama and there's no bullshit, those streams are the best. Everybody's having fun. We're cracking jokes. I'm doing some top 10s. We're having a good time. That's what I want 24/7. So, despite what they say, I do not like drama. And I try to have the least amount of drama in my life as possible because it gives me stress, anxiety. I mean, Yakov was trolling, and I'm not afraid to say this because it's the truth. Yakov was trolling me so hard the other day that I vomited. Whenever I get really stressed, it hurts my Crohn's, like if I get stressed, my body can feel it, and my stomach started hurting, and I knew it was coming, and I was like, oh shit, here we go, and I had to run to the bathroom and puke. That's not a lie, it's 100% the truth. Did I puke a lot? No, I just puked once, and then it was over. But, I mean, something's got to change. I mean, I don't feel like I deserved to get trolled every single day of my life, especially when I put so much effort into my vlogs whenever I do edit, and I put so much hard work into the streams, and I try to give some type of content daily. If I'm tired and lazy and I don't want to edit a vlog, then I'll do a stream. If I'm like, oh damn, I'm behind, then I try to do a vlog. And it just seems like sometimes people don't appreciate all my hard work. And to be honest, I'm getting sick and tired of people not believing me about stuff. I'm sick and tired of people trolling me and harassment and abuse. And I get sick and tired of just the constant bullshit. I'm like, dude, enough's enough. Just if you don't like me, you don't have to watch me. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say. The last thing, like I said, I haven't talked to Visions in a couple of days. He defriended me, probably because of the bullshit. I hope he comes back. I really do. It would really suck to lose another friend over this YouTube drama bullshit. But if he never comes back, then I respect his wishes. I did write him a message before he defriended me. I said, Visions, I said, you can come back whenever you want. And I said, you're more than welcome to come back. I said, I'll still support your merch. And I left it at that. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I didn't go to church this morning due to all the bullshit. I just decided to sleep in. I got up. I went for a walk around my apartment complex, came back, and then last night I finally got my birthday stream back up. Unfortunately, due to Quentin and somebody else, I don't think Quentin showed his balls. I think Quentin came in, wished me happy birthday, and that pissed me off and Sega off because me and Sega don't like Quentin. So not only did I have to edit Quentin out, but like later on in that stream on my birthday, I don't know who it was, but somebody came on and showed a video of someone's dick and balls, which is totally disgusting, totally immature. So I had to edit that out. And because it was like 2 hours and 30 something and some change, it took forever to edit. Like I edited it yesterday at around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So actually editing that out was super quick. But it took from like, I think I started uploading it like at 7 and it got uploaded around 12 or 1 in the morning. So it took forever to get that up. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried. I think it's impossible because of 2 reasons. I tried to download my 11-hour Halloween stream, and I think because of these 2 reasons, it won't let me download it. I tried everything to get it downloaded. Because it's 11 hours, it's such a long video. I tried, and it just would not let me download it. And I think because I showed movies, we were watching horror movies, and I added that in to my Halloween stream, it got blocked from every country. It's still on my channel, just I'm the only one that can see it. And I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just download the video and edit out all of the movie stuff and re-upload it. And I knew it'll probably take forever because it's 11 hours and some change, but it will not allow me to download it. I tried everything, and after about an hour or 2 of trying, I just gave up. So you guys know I did 11 hours, and now I know for next year, whenever I do a big-ass stream like that, I just won't show. I think the thing that a lot of people told me fears, I think what did it was when you showed Michael Jackson's Thriller. He goes, I think all those horror movies were fine, but when you showed Michael Jackson's Thriller, that's what did it. And I said, I was showing horror movies. It could have been a combination of showing those horror movies and Michael Jackson's Thriller. Next year, I think I'll just show like videos of mine that are scary. Like I'll show all my horror movie short films and all my Halloween vlogs, because then they couldn't get me for copyright, and then it wouldn't, be blocked. So I'm sorry to the fans that you guys will never be able to watch the 11-hour Halloween stream ever again. It's still on my channel. If anyone finds a way to download it, I tried everything. I tried. I talked to Randall, and he was like, "Fierce, try some of those YouTube converters." I tried many YouTube converters, and not one of them worked. So it is what it is. Anyway, so I just wanted to say all that before we got started. Today's topics are we're gonna review. Over the last few days, I watched these 3 movies. I watched New Year's Evil, very funny horror movie. I was laughing. The ending is kind of boring because I fell asleep twice at the ending, and I had to watch the ending again. But the rest of it, I was laughing. All the kills are pretty funny. This one, it was all right. I was expecting more. But I'll get into that whenever I review it. And of course, Escape from New York is always a classic. Finally got the Steelbook, so it'll go down here. From here to about here, so far are all the Steelbooks that I've watched. I've got more than that, but yeah. And then it goes horror, and then let's see here. A little bit of sci-fi and horror. action movies, superhero movies. There's more action, and then I started to put some sci-fi up here. So I need to take some of the sci-fi and put it up here, but all of these are the ones that I've watched so far, except for up there, except for up here. So all the way to here I've watched. Up there I have not watched yet, but I'll get to it. I will get to it. So we're gonna review these movies. There we are. And then we're going to do a top 10, and then, then we'll get on with the rest of the stream. But, yeah, before I started, I just wanted to get all that out. So, I am sorry to the fans that the last couple of days have been, chaotic. Trust me, I don't want chaos. It just sort of happened. You guys know, when I get angry, I say a lot of things that I don't mean. And I regret it later on. Like, even though I hate someone, I shouldn't wish death upon them, and I did that a couple of times. And I had a chat with Randall, and Randall's like, well, Fears, he goes, it's okay to get angry and shout and yell. He goes, but once you cross that line, he goes, even if you don't like someone, Fears, he goes, that's pretty bad to say, like, hey, fuck you, I hope you fucking die. And I'm like, Randall, they get me to that point. I'm like, I never want to get to that point. I said, they just know what buttons to push, and I get really upset, and then I look like a jackass, and then I'm like, well, I'm not going to keep that stream up, and so then I'll take it down whenever it happens, and then it's even worse. It's even worse when it doesn't happen on camera. Like when it happens in the Discord, then they can keep all of those messages in the chat log. And then if I ever fuck up again, they're like, oh, remember when you said this, Fears? And they'll bring it up from the fucking past and shit. Just like Yakov. Today, he brought something up from the past. I got really upset way back in the day. And I am a Christian. I do love God. But that day, I was just so pissed. And I was like, fuck God, fuck this, fuck that. There is no God, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said a whole bunch of shit against God that I totally regret. Because I do love him, and I love Jesus. I love my church family. I love my church family. Both of my church families. I love all of my heart. The people I've met down at my church in Florida, nicest people that you'd ever want to meet. They're amazing. And then I love my original church family in Missouri. I didn't get a chance to see them this past time when I was visiting because me and my mom were so busy planning I almost said my birthday party, excuse me. We were so busy planning my brother's reception party. And a lot of people were wondering why we did that. And here's the reason. My brother never really got to have a big reception. He had kind of a little party. Because my dad got sick, my dad wasn't comfortable with going to a big wedding of like 400 people. So he asked my brother, hey, would you and your wife mind doing something smaller? And of course, me, my mom, and my brother were like, yeah, Dad, of course. Like, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And my brother was like, why don't we just have the wedding out in the backyard? And that's what they did. So my brother and my brother's wife had a nice little ceremony in the backyard. You guys have seen my mom's new home because I've shown you guys video of me and Enzo playing in the backyard. That's exactly where they had their wedding. And then inside my mom's living room, that's where we had kind of a small party. A couple months back, my mom called me and said, hey, John, wouldn't it be great to throw your brother like a big, like extravagant reception party? And I was like, that would be cool, Mom. And my mom did that for two reasons. One, she was like, well, it's kind of a thank you to you and your brother throwing me a big 70s party. And I said that would be a nice gesture, Mom. And she's like, yeah, I want to thank your brother. And she goes, two, the second reason why I want to do it is your brother never really got to have a reception party. I said, kind of that small party in the living room. She goes, yeah, but she goes, that's just a tiny party. She goes, anyone that gets married, they do a big, elaborate, reception. And I said, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Mom. So that's why we did that. Anyway, I'm going to open up the chat now. I said my piece. I hope people can forgive me, and we'll just continue on, and hopefully better times ahead. I really hope, because I can't take much more of this, you know? All the trolling, all the abuse. And again, as soon as I get done streaming, I guarantee you they're going to be in the Discord like, oh, hey, did you hear what Fear said? And like making fun of me. So I can't win, you know? Either you like me or you don't. Either you want to watch me or you don't. It's that simple. Because no matter, it's the truth, no matter how many videos I make, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, they're always going to troll me about something. They can't just let it die. And I told Randall that. I said, Randall, I can't win. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, just like I said, Randall, I can't win. I said, no matter how many videos I make, no matter what I do, no matter what I say, they're watching your every mood. Excuse me. They're watching your every mood. Move. God, I can't even speak. They're watching your every move. Excuse me. And they're just waiting for me to slip up. They'll probably make fun of me for saying mood instead of move. That's just how they are. They're waiting for shit. Yeah, we can troll them about this. We can troll them about that. It just gets exhausting, you know? I don't know what else to do. I've asked them, leave me alone. If you don't like me, don't watch. You know, I don't know what else to do. So I thought, all right, before I get into the topics today, I'll just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about that. Let's just move forward. And I think the people that really care about me and the people that really like my content will forgive me, and we'll just move on. And for the people that don't, I feel really sorry for, you know? But it is what it is. So, anyway. I was going to say one more thing, but I forgot what it was, so I think that's a good place to stop, and let's just open up the chat. All right. So I've said my piece. All right, let's open up the chat now. Well, on a better note, I hope everybody is having a good day. My Sundays, it's not too bad. I did some laundry. I didn't go to church. I just thought I would sleep in. I do plan on going to church next weekend. What else? What else have I done? I made myself some lunch. Like I said, I went for a walk. That was nice. And I watched a couple of episodes of Star Trek today. Old ones, not new ones. I need to stop watching old ones and watch all the new stuff, because a lot of the Star Trek stuff, the new stuff is back there, and I need to get to it. And that's about it that I've done so far. Walter told me to check the P.O. box. They're closed today. But they must have closed early yesterday, because I tried to go in, Walter. I grabbed the door, and it was locked. I don't know if they were closed early because they were still celebrating the holiday or what, but normally they're open on a Saturday. They're open Monday through Saturday, I believe. And they're always closed on Sunday. So, Walter, don't worry. I'm going to check for your package. They should be open tomorrow, Monday, and I'll check it. And I'll either, excuse me, either I'll unbox it tomorrow, or I'll put it in a video, or I'll put it in a vlog. But I just wanted to say thank you in advance to Walter, because that was very nice. You didn't have to do that, Walter, but I appreciate it. All right. Let's open up the chat. Check it, and there we go. All right, we got 10 people watching. Nice. Good to see everybody. Let me catch up on the chat here. Spiritual, very nice to see you. Gosh, it's been quite a while. It's been a minute. He says, "Hey, Fears, how you doing? Good to see you." Joey said, "Oh shit, I almost missed it." You didn't miss anything, Joey. You made it. You're here. What's up, Lantern? He says, "Yo, Fears, shout out to the chat." Lantern, thank you for that $1 million super chat donation, as always, my friend. That's very nice of you. What are your plans for Christmas? Well, let's write them down, Spiritual. Let's write them down. All right, Christmas plans. Number one, I'm going to start things off with a bang, spiritual. And let me grab this. I plan on going to the Star Wars Holiday Collector Show on the 8th. So, Christmas convention, hosted by my good friend Jeff. If you guys have never gone to his shows, then you're missing out. You guys have got to go to his shows. Go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook, or just go to FloridaToyShowsandExpos.com. You can get both the information and check it out. Jeff is a good friend. He always puts on a hell of a show. So I thought I would start off the Christmas plans and go to that Christmas convention. Christmas convention. Number two, spiritual. I don't know where, but at some point I want to go visit Santa. Visit Santa. I already went to Friar Tuck's, and they always do like a Christmas kind of dinner celebration. That's going to be on the 21st, so Fears has already booked his Christmas dinner and booked all that, so dinner at Friar Tuck's. Because it is, without a doubt, one of the best restaurants in Florida, and it's one of my favorites. It's not my favorite, it's one of my favorites. So dinner at Friar Tuck's. Some type of hangout with Randall. And that's coming up soon due to all the bullshit I've been going through. Randall was like, Fears, why don't you just come and hang out? I said, I am, Randall. I said, whenever I get some more time, I said, I just want to get away from everything and go hang out with you. Because Randall's a wonderful friend. Hang out with Randall at some point. On Christmas Eve, I'm going to be at LC's Christmas party. So LC's Christmas party with his family. And shout out to LC and his family for always being generous and offering me to come into their family and be at their family event. They're wonderful people. They're LC, besides Randall, and besides my friend Sean at work, LC, Sean, and Randall are some of the best people I've met in Florida in all the years that I've lived here. So, yeah. All right, LC's Christmas party. Let's see what else. Christmas Eve live stream. Christmas Eve live stream. Christmas Day live stream. Go to Disney on Christmas Day. Christmas Day at Disney. Let's see what else. What else? I don't know if there's going to be enough time to go to Disney on Christmas Eve because I'm already going to be. I have to go to church before LC. I always go to the church's Christmas Eve celebration. They always have a celebration service on Christmas Eve. They don't have one on Christmas Day because everyone's going to be celebrating. So I think I'm just going to go to Disney on Christmas Day because there'll be nothing going on. I'll spend the day at Disney, and then when I come home, that's when I'll open up my presents and do all that. So, on Christmas Eve, I'm going to be, I'll do something during the day. Maybe instead of going to Disney, maybe I'll do the Disney miniature golf, something during the day. Then when that's done, go to church, do that church service, the Christmas Eve church service, and then meet up with LC and his family, and then LC and their family always open up presents right at 12 o'clock. That's not what I did as a kid. Whenever I was a kid, my mom and dad would allow me to open up one present on Christmas Eve, and then the rest you had to wait until Father Christmas, that's what the British call Santa, brought your presents, and then Christmas morning, I'd wake up, me and my brother would wake up at the butt crack of dawn, like at 6 or 7 in the morning, wake up mom and dad. Mom made coffee, and she either made coffee for my dad, coffee for her. Sometimes my mom would have tea, because I didn't start drinking coffee until 1920, whenever I was working. Now I need it all the time, because I'm old and I need my coffee. And then my mom would either make pancakes or waffles, because my mom's pancakes are fucking legendary. And then we would open gifts. All right, let's see what else. Christmas convention, visit with Santa, dinner at Friar Tuck's, hang out with Randy, LC's Christmas party, Christmas Eve live stream, Christmas Day live stream, Christmas Day at Disney. Read all the Christmas books to the fans, like I always do every year. Read Christmas books to the fans. Let's see what else. Maybe I'll go do that Christmas miniature golf place that Disney has. Maybe. I'm going to put that down as a maybe. Let's see. What else? Am I forgetting anything? Well, I think that's a good start, Spiritual. That's a good start, because that was 10. 1, 2, 3. That was 10 things. So, if anything else pops up, I will add it to the list. There we are. Alright, let me catch up. Nancy says, dang it, you give them the power fears you shouldn't have, just ignore. I know, Nancy. It's very hard. It's very hard to, whenever you're a YouTuber, really I shouldn't give a damn what people think about me, but it's very hard when it's just a lot, I get anxiety from it, like when I actually am telling the truth and then they don't believe me, I'm like, well, what the fuck? I am telling the truth about this one thing, and they're not believing me, So I just get sick and tired of everyone not believing me when I actually am trying to be good, and I actually am trying to tell the truth. And then, whether it's Yakov, or Quentin, or Crackpot, or Liesman26, or any one of those idiots just constantly giving me shit, and until I crack, and then I get pissed off. I was telling Randall this last night, and he goes, I understand fears. And I said, Randall, I can only take so much, because I have not a lot of patience. I have a little patience, but whenever they cross that line, I've always been like this. I hold a lot in, and I keep taking it, and then whenever I can't hold it in any longer, Nancy, that's when I fucking explode. Like, the best way to describe it is like the Hulk. I'll be Bruce Banner, then they piss me off and I just fucking Hulk out. And I don't mean to, but usually when it gets to that point, I'm like, I've had enough. I can't fucking take it anymore. Leave me the fuck alone. And, of course they get a laugh. So I never try to give them the power, Nancy. It just kind of happens. Because they say a lot of hateful things, like just yesterday. Oh, I don't know if it was yesterday. I don't remember, but it was within the past couple of days. Because I don't want to say yesterday, and they're like, oh, that was a lie, Fears. So I don't know if it was yesterday, but it was within the last couple of days. One of the most evil, negative, mean things that Quentin said, Nancy, it really hurt. I know it's not the truth, but of course, he hates me. I hate him. He's like, Fears, it's sad. He said something like this. He goes, it's sad that you dedicate your life to YouTube because you're not a good editor. You don't have the chops for it. Anything that you've created, anything that you've made is fucking terrible. It's shit. It's garbage. Now, I will give him this. I don't expect everyone to love every single video I've ever done, because there's always going to be critics out there. But I told Randall this, Nancy. I'm like, so not every one of my videos is a winner. I always try to make every video a winner, but I don't expect everyone to be a winner. But there are some videos that I worked really hard on, and I'm like, that one's actually pretty good, that one's pretty good. So I know he's just saying that to hurt my feelings, which he did, and that's probably one of the worst things that's Quentin's ever said. He was like, if you actually make something good, Fears, then I wouldn't trash it. Because my response to it was, well, of course, Quentin, of course you think that everything I've made is shit because you don't like me, so you're just going to shit on everything that I do. And he was like, no, that's not true. Like, if you actually made something good, I would not trash it. I don't believe him, Nancy. I believe if I made the best video of my life, that little bastard would say something about it. Oh, it kind of stinks. Oh, it's this, it's that. He would have something. So, again, you can't win. So, it is what it is. So, but yeah, you're 100% right, Nancy. I should have just walked away, not gave them the power. It's very hard. I've walked away a bunch of times, but I get sick of it sometimes. Like when people are constantly shitting on you, obviously at some point I'm going to stick up for myself because I'm not a pussy, and I'm like, all right, that's not right, that's not correct. I'm going to stand up for myself, and it just gets to be too much, you know. It is, again, I'm not perfect. It is what it is, you know. But again, Nancy, you're 100% right, because no matter what I do, I'll go back to originally what I said. Even if I did stand up for myself, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter how nice I am, no matter how I try to get along with everybody, they'll find something to troll about me. And it's wrong, but there's nothing I can do about it, you know? Like, I wish I could just snap my fingers and have all the trolls go away. Trust me, I would. But that's just not, you just can't do that. I wish I could, but at this point, they're never going to go away. And I have to accept that. So I just have to get better at ignoring them. And sometimes I'm good at it, and sometimes I'm not. Because we've all seen me do it, like actually do it. And then other times I fail fucking miserably. And then, like, within the last couple of days, all this fucking chaos happens, and now Visions is pissed off at me. Or, I actually don't know. It seems like he is. I don't want to put words in his mouth. If he's not pissed off, then he's probably a little upset. You know? I hope he comes back. I tried to message him, and I said, hey, man, I never meant for any of this. I don't remember exactly what I put, but I said something to the effect of, hey, man, I never intended to have all this drama happen. I'm really sorry. I really am. And I hope we can still be friends. I said, I know you want to take a break. Come back whenever you're ready. And after I sent that, I went back into the Discord like maybe an hour or two later, and he had defriended me, and then he blocked me. And I was like, well, it is what it is. So I hope he comes back. If he doesn't, I understand. But I really hope. Maybe he just needs a break from all the insanity. So do I. So that would be the best way I would give you that answer, Nancy. It's just too much sometimes. But anyway, I'm done talking about it. It is what it is. Let's just move on. Let's see. Lantern says, hello, Nancy. He said, and then Nancy says, peace, fears, chat. Yes. Yes, correct, Nancy. I want peace. No drama, peace. I do. Let's see. Nancy says, turkey and noodles today. I'm over the turkey. Really? I disagree with that, Nancy. I can never get enough turkey. Not today, but yesterday I made some turkey sandwiches. Leftovers is one of the best things about Thanksgiving. But to each their own. So, yeah. Oh. Joey says coffee first. Oh, I did. I did, Joey. I got it right here in my nice Halloween Horror Nights mug. The first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights in a long time. Because the first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights was back when Eric lived here and worked here. And that was back in like 2008, 2009, somewhere around there, while I was in film school. But the first time I went to it alone was 2019. And I haven't went back since. It was good. I was going to go with Eric, but then I got sick. And I was like, Eric, you go enjoy it. I'm going to go back to my house and lay down because I feel like crap. And he was like, all right, Fierce, sounds good. What's up, Pixel? Let's see. Pixel's hand, crush. That was for the Fears, man. Well, thank you. Now whenever you get a can again, give it a crush to crush. Yeah. I don't know, Pixel. I don't know if I'm going to crush any cans anymore. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. We'll see. I don't know if I'll crush any cans anymore, because, again, they make fun of me when I crush the cans. I was just trying to keep up the Raz legacy, because now that Raz is gone, I don't think Raz will ever come back. I mean, good for him. He went back to school. Someone told me he's a chef now, and he found a beautiful lady. Someone showed me a photo of his wife. Good for him. And now he has a kid. Good for him, man. That's awesome. So I doubt he'll ever come back. But I was just trying to keep up the Raz legacy. But apparently you can't crush a can, and they troll you for that. So I doubt I'll crush any more cans. But I don't know. We'll see. Spiritual says, I know what you mean, Fears, but those people want to see you suffer and explode. Exactly. Exactly, Spiritual. Oh, I know. I know they want me to explode. And again, I never intend for that to happen. I never want that to happen. Let me give you an example, Spiritual. If I kept poking you like this, eventually you'd get pissed off and be like, Fears, what the fuck? Quit poking me. That's what they do. They keep poking and poking and poking and poking and poking until they get a reaction. Because I've tried. I'm like, hey, you know what? Enough's enough. Leave me alone. No. And they'll just keep it up and keep it up. And they know who they are. But again, Spiritual, you know it. I know it. They'll never admit to it. We're always wrong. They're always right. They're sweet little golden angels. They can do it to me. But if I try to defend myself, it's the sympathy thing. Oh, God, Fears. I mean, I was just kind of playing around. Like, I wasn't trolling. I can't believe you said that to me. Oh, you're such a horrible person, Fears. That's what they do. So they never take responsibility for their actions. At least I take responsibility. Like, when I know I fuck up, I say, hey, you know what? I crossed the line. I fucked up. Yeah, I shouldn't have exploded on this. I shouldn't have done that. So I always take responsibility for it. They never do. They never once took responsibility. And I'm not mad. I'm just telling you guys the truth, and I'm just, kind of doing a heart-to-heart with you guys. I feel much better today. That's why I decided to stream. But I'm still a little upset, but I told Randall, I said, well, Randall, I can't be upset forever. I said, the show must go on. And he was like, yeah, just take some time. So I took like 2 days off, just kind of worked on some projects. And today I was like, should I stream? I almost didn't stream today, but I was like, no, I'm not doing anything before I go into work, because I got to go into work tonight. I've just been kind of, like I said, I went for a walk, I did some laundry, made myself some lunch before the stream. I was like, I'm not doing anything today. I said, I'll do a stream. Why not? Lantern says, but, yeah, Spiritual, that's how I would answer that. But I appreciate you and others understand what I go through on a daily basis. Like, I want to do the best job I can, and it's easy and hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes when they constantly give you some shit. But if you notice, when everybody's getting along and everybody's cracking jokes, in the chat, those are some of the best streams, and I would love more of those where everybody's getting along, everything's chill. I'm cracking jokes. You guys are cracking jokes. There's no drama. And for a while, there was no drama, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm like, maybe all the fucking chaos is finally over. And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, here we fucking are, you know? So hopefully soon, we get back to good times, and there's better things ahead. I hope. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. But yeah. But I appreciate you saying that, Spiritual. It's good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a long time. Lantern says the stream is lit. Well, thanks, Lantern. The stream is rocking and partying. Well, thanks, Lantern. Pixel says ham and turkey for me. Yeah, I'm the same way, Pixel. I either make ham sandwiches or turkey. Whenever I was at church, I showed you guys that photo. I took a slab of both. I took a slab of turkey meat. I took a slab of ham and put it on my plate. I agree, Pixel. They're both good. Lantern says, well, howdy, Pixel. Pixel in here in spirit. I don't know what Lantern means by that. He's not here in spirit, Lantern. He's actually here. Like if you said Visions was here in spirit, that would be correct because Visions isn't in the chat. But Pixel's actually in the chat. I'm not trying to make fun of you, Lantern, but that's how you need to say that. Because Pixel's actually here. Pixel said, I always thought people liked the Can Crushes. They were epic. Some people like the Can Crushes, Pixel, but I've noticed some people troll me because of it. I always enjoyed the Can Crushes, but apparently you can't crush a can and then you get trolled for weeks on end. So I don't know if I'm going to do them anymore. I haven't decided. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Anyway, everybody can see Pixel, Lantern. I can see him right now. I'll be honest, Pixel. I wish that would be a thing. Pixel said no more trolls 2025. I seriously doubt that'll happen. Because again, they'll always make fun of you about something. Oh, Fears, you said something wrong. Oh, Fears, we don't like your edits. Oh, Fears, your fucking streams are shit. They'll always make fun of something. I mean, that would be nice, Pixel. If they all went away in 2025, that'd be great. I seriously doubt that would happen, though. But there it is. Anyway, because right now I'm getting rid of trolls in the chat. So, what does that tell you, Pixel? So there it is. Nancy says, "Yeah, beat it." Well, that's not necessarily true, Joey. Joey put R.I.P. Visions. I hope he's not gone forever. I was just telling you guys the truth. He may be. The last message I saw, he said, I may be retiring from Fears' content, or he said something like that. But he said, maybe. So, maybe is still, there's still hope. Like, if he said, if he really wanted to stop watching my content, he'd be like, I am permanently done with Fears. But he didn't say that. So, I think he's just upset. Like I am. And I can understand his frustration because I'm frustrated, Joey. So, I hope he isn't gone. It would be a shame because Visions is a good guy, a good dude, a good friend. But if he does leave forever, I understand. I'll still support his content because I'm a big fan. You know, I've bought many things off of his website. And he's given me a lot, and I appreciate that. I never took Visions for granted, ever. I don't care what those trolls say. I never took him for granted, not once. So, they can bitch and they can moan as much as they want, Joey, but that's the truth. So, yeah. Oh, God, I hope not, Joey. Joey, why would you want him back? Joey says, 2025, the return of Matt Man. I hope not. Joey, I'm being honest. I'm not trolling you, Joey. Why would you want Matman back? That guy is disgusting. Why would you want him back? I never want that idiot to be back. Matman, no. I'm just curious. Why would you want him back? You know? So that's just me. Anyway. All right. Well, now that I'm caught up with the chat, let's get on to the first topic, shall we? Joey said the trolls go to him. Well, that is true. They do troll him. It would be nice for them to troll him more and to get off my back. But I seriously doubt he'll come back, Joey. Because nobody wants him back. I don't want him back because he's a disgusting pedophile. So I don't really want him back. But, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Joey. They're like, oh, well, hey, Fears, if he came back, then they'd get off your back. But I seriously doubt he'll come back because whenever he was here, I think he got trolled worse than me. So he probably won't be back. That's a good thing because I don't want him back. All right. Right now we're going to do the top 10 Christmas films. So top 10 Christmas films. And again, these are just 10 of my favorite. Because there's a lot of Christmas films out there. All right. I gotta say the first one is probably Christmas Vacation. I watch that every year. So Christmas Vacation. Alistair Sims, 1950, whatever it was. It was made in the 50s. I just don't remember what year. Alistair Sim, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, the one that my mom grew up with, the British one, and then my mom showed it to me. That one's probably one of my favorites. It's probably very high on the list. So, Alistair, great British actor, by the way. Alistair Sims, Scrooge. And then probably Frosty the Snowman cartoon. Let's see what else. Probably Home Alone. Home Alone 2. Those two are the only ones worth watching. All the other ones are kind of crap. Let's see here. Probably Black Christmas, the horror movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Those are always good. All right, 3 more. Probably the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. The very first one. The first one's the best. The second and the third one, they're all right. Santa Claus. Let's see here. Probably Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the cartoon. And then probably the movie about Santa Claus, where it's a live action. They made it in the 80s. That's always a good one. I think it's called The Santa Claus. It's either Santa Claus or The Santa Claus. I don't remember. That's always a good one. All right. There we go. All right. I'll be right back. I do, Nancy. She says, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie or an action? It's a Christmas action movie, and I am going to put it down. So I was just going to do 10, but I'll put that one as the 11th one. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, for sure. All right, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. So just go ahead and study Slimer. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. What did I miss? Let's see here. It's 14 people. Joey, usually that's Lantern's thing. Lantern usually says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but Joey's saying it. But yes, Nancy, I do consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. Some people don't. I do, though. It happens. Most of the movie happens on Christmas Eve, and by the end of it, by the end of the movie, you know, they finish the movie like at 2 or 3 in the morning. You know, after everyone's rescued, and that's technically Christmas Day. So absolutely, I consider it a Christmas movie. Plus, there's a lot of Christmas stuff in the film. You know, they're celebrating Christmas. He gets there at his wife's, you know, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day party, whatever you want to call it, and then all hell breaks loose. So, 100%, I consider it a Christmas movie. So yeah. Gosh, my nose is stuffy. Give me 1 second. That's why I kept doing that. My nose is stuffy. I hope I'm not getting a cold. All right. Let's see here. What else? Let's see. Lantern is saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joey said, I beat y'all. Let's see. It stinks in here. Let's see. Nancy says, have you ever heard of Larry the Brown-Nosed Reindeer? Just like... I know where you're going with that, Nancy, and I'm not going to answer that. That is funny, though. I know exactly where you're going with that. Mr. Lantern, do you prefer dented toilet paper? What does that even mean? That's just weird. Nancy's asking a lot of crazy stuff right now. No matter how good the soap smells, never let anyone see you leaving the bathroom smelling your fingers. That's true. That's true. I've never done that, Nancy. Usually, after I get done using the restroom, I immediately just wash my hands, go over and either air dry them or grab a paper towel, whatever they have, and then I walk out. Why would you walk out? I'm not trying to make fun of you, Nancy. Why would you walk out? Why would you do that? I don't know. To me, that's a little weird. I've never done that and never will do that. All right. All right, let's see. Before I put this away, any more requests for a top 10? I'll do one more. I've got one more space right here to do another top 10. So whatever top 10 you guys want me to do, let me know, and then we'll get to the reviews. And then I'm going to call it a day. Because I actually need to get some gas. The Fears Mobile is almost on E. So I need to get some gas-o. And I think I'm just going to go out somewhere and eat dinner. I don't really feel like making anything tonight, so we'll see. And then before I go to work, I'm going to try to get another video out tonight. I'm telling you, getting that re-upload of that birthday stream up was such a pain in the fucking ass. Because it's so long. It's like 2 hours and 37 something and some change. It took forever. That's why I started uploading it around 7 or 8. And I was like, oh, it should be up by 9 or 10. Everybody will enjoy it. It definitely was not up by 9 or 10. It was up more like 1 o'clock or 2 in the morning. And I was like, holy shit, that took forever to upload. It was nuts. But there it is. At least it's up. I did, Lantern. I did blow my nose. It was kind of stuffy. Wow, this is good coffee. I like it. This one's pretty good. I always try to get all the new blends, and this is the newest blend. I saw this the other day, and I was like, I've never had that one. Again, this one makes more sense why it's military. In military, they hunt things, so happy hunting. This makes sense. This one, makes absolutely no sense. What the hell do squirrels holding bats have to do with the military? I don't understand. So, plus this one didn't even taste that good, but I'm not a wasteful guy. There's still a little coffee in here. There's about that much in it. So, I'm still going to drink it, even though, and get my money's worth, even though this one actually tastes really good. And this is the newest blend I've got, and it's pretty damn good. So there we go. All right, on to the first review. Bam. Speak No Evil. This guy is a great actor, so I'm not going to crap on his performance. He plays a pretty evil dude in this movie. What I'm crapping on is it takes forever to get to the evil shit. They take their time. It's basically about a family that's in Europe and they're on vacation. They meet what they think is the perfect European family. A loving wife, a loving husband, and a son. And they kind of start chatting with each other. And this guy mentions, oh, you guys are so cool. We live out in the country on a farm. You guys should totally, come visit us. And they're like, oh, maybe. And at the end of the Americans' trip, the husband works in London. So they go back to London, to their London home, and the husband and wife are going through some shit because the wife, she didn't necessarily cheat. She just wouldn't erase a dick pic on her phone, and the husband found it and said, why is that guy even sending you, dick pics? And he goes, I don't really agree with that. And she's like, oh, I think he was just kidding around. And he's like, no, you shouldn't be kidding around. He goes, you're my wife. You shouldn't be looking at another man's dick. And so they're arguing, and they're trying to work it out. And then the husband's like, why don't we take up that nice couple's offer and go to their farm, and it'd be good for us just to get away from all this drama and all this fucking crap. So they decide to, and that was their first mistake. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. You've only met them on vacation. Why would you go visit them? You don't know if they're fucking nuts. I would never. I wouldn't mind at the hotel. Like if I had a wife and a son and I just met some nice people at a hotel, that's one thing. Because there's a shitload of people. I've watched enough horror movies where before you hang out with anyone, you get to know them very well, and then you go hang out. But they were only at that hotel for, I don't know, it doesn't really tell you in the movie how long they were at that hotel in Europe. And it doesn't even really tell you where in Europe. It's a hotel in Europe because the husband works in London, and then they go somewhere in Europe. I think it looks kind of like France, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just a hotel out in the country, and they meet this so-called nice family, and they're really not nice. So I was like, this is so fucking stupid. Why would you take the risk? Because you don't know if those fucking people are psycho, and comes to find out the mom and dad are psycho, and then I feel really bad for the son, because that's not really their son. What they did is they're killers, and what they do is they suck families in, take all their money, kill the family, and the two killers, they lost a daughter, so they're trying to make their perfect family. And so the kid came from another family. So they killed the mom and dad and said, well, we're just not going to leave this kid. And so basically they took the kid, cut out his tongue so he couldn't say it, and they basically held this kid against their will. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy, And they're trying to find a daughter. Well, then when they meet the guy from London, they're like, oh, wow. Like, we'll get rid of him, we'll get rid of her, and then they have a daughter, and then we'll have the picture-perfect family. And what I don't like about it is they took forever to get to the evil shit. Like, the evil shit only comes about almost a third of the movie is done. Like, I think the reason why they did that was to suck everyone in. Like, oh, they're the nicest people in the world. they would never do anything wrong. I mean, it's literally like for a minute it looks like the beginning and the middle kind of reminds me of like a romantic comedy, you know? Because it just takes them forever. And then all of a sudden, towards the end, it switches, and the little boy shows the little girl kind of like the evil lair, like after they kill people, they've got like little trinkets in this little basement of like all the people that they've killed, like all the other families. So they've got like a photo album from another family. They've got a woman that they killed, a dress hung up, and her shoes. And then anytime the husband is killed, a guy in the family, he's got like all of their watches, and he wears all the other person's watches. So it's really fucking creepy and really fucking weird. And then as soon as the little boy, because the little boy wants to get away. So, but because he can't talk, he has to show the little girl, like, hey, these fucking people are monsters. Like, they're not, the happy-go-lucky people that you think they are. And eventually, the little boy shows the little girl, and the little girl shows her mom and dad. And then it's just like a fight for survival. And I'm not going to ruin it for everybody, but the ending and the middle towards the ending is the best part. Because it's an all-out, it goes from a horror movie. It's not really a horror movie. It's more like a psychological thriller is the best way to describe it. And it kind of reminds me of those old 80s like action movie, because at the end, the mom and the dad, they hide the kids and they're like, we'll take care of you. We're going to take care of these guys. And they basically are fighting for their life. And I'm not going to tell you how the ending is. Because I don't want to ruin it for anyone else if you haven't seen it. But what I will say is the middle and the ending, not the middle, but the middle going into the end is the best part of the film. So because it took them forever to get to all the evil shit, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Because they take their sweet ass time. I'm like, they should have done that. They should have done maybe like 20 minutes of niceness, and then the rest of the film, they find out how evil this guy is and how evil his wife is. But they did almost a third of the film. It's all nice, happy-go-lucky, and then all of a sudden, it takes a real fucking dark turn. And I mean, it goes from happy-go-lucky to fucking evil, fucking dark. But it took them forever to get to that point, so. But whenever it did get to the evil shit, I was like, oh man, this is getting interesting. This is getting good. So, it wasn't a bad watch, but was it a good watch? Not really. It was an okay watch. So, 7 out of 10. Of course, you guys know I've seen this a million times. I just got it for the Steelbook, and then I got it for the tons of bonus features. There's a lot more bonus features on this. So, you get, let me show you. You get the 4K, which I watched it the other day. Then this one is the Blu-ray, and then this has got some bonus features on it. This has got some bonus features on it, and then it's got a shitload of more bonus features on this. Some of the bonus features I had seen, and then there was new bonus features that I hadn't seen. But it's one of my all-time favorite sci-fi films. It takes place in the future. It's not a utopian society. It's a dystopia. There's so many evil people lurking around. There's fucking trash everywhere. The future in this movie is fucking the shit of the shit. It's not a good future. And they're trying to make things better, but it doesn't look like anything will get better, you know? Snake Plissken is one of the best all-time favorite anti-villains, because he doesn't give a shit about anything. He doesn't give a shit about anything. He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't even give a shit about himself. Basically, he's just like, I want to be left alone. Fuck you. I don't care about your war. I don't care about your president. Fuck you. Just leave me the fuck alone and let me live in peace. That's basically all he cares about. He's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about this. I don't give a shit what happens to me. Just leave me the fuck alone and let me rot in peace. So he's trying to find his own peace. And basically, the only way for people to get him to do anything is if they have to force Snake Plissken. That's why they inject those things into his neck and say, if you don't rescue the president in 24 hours, then those things that we injected into your neck, they're little charges that will explode the blood vessels in your neck and pretty much just blow your fucking head off. And they're like, if you don't get the antidote within 24 hours, then no more Snake Plissken. And he's like, oh, fuck. Fine. Whatever. I'll do it. But it's only because someone forced him. They have to force him to do something in the sequel. But if they didn't force him, he'd be like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing anything. It's not going to happen. So, but I love this film. I wish they would make a third one. I read online they were supposed to do Escape from the World, where after the sequel, Snake Plissken just keeps, he's a good escape artist. He doesn't want to be a war hero anymore. They never really tell you why he became all pissed off and moody and why he hates the government. Like, at first, when you find out in this film and you find out in the sequel a little bit more about his military career, at first he was like a vet. He was in the armed forces. He got 2 Purple Hearts. He rescued the president. He was one of the first Americans to be decorated by the president, and you hear all this shit. And then all of a sudden, they never really explain what happened to make him such a miserable, pissed-off asshole that doesn't care about anybody or anything or himself. John Carpenter really never explained why he is the way he is. He went from a good war hero to a pissed-off asshole that doesn't give a shit about anything or anyone or even himself. But I read online they were supposed to do Escape from the World, where he just keeps committing crimes, and in the first one, he's sent to the prison because he did a bank robbery. Well, in the third one, if they ever made a third one, he just kept doing bank robberies and kept getting money and shit, and no matter what prison they put him in, he just kept escaping. So the third one was supposed to take place way in the future and be like, all right, well, if we can't keep you on Earth in any of these prisons, then we'll just put you in a prison in Mars, off the planet. And they're like, good luck escaping from that one, because even if he escaped from the prison on Mars, well, how the fuck is he supposed to get back to Earth? I would have loved to have seen that one. I've read online they're talking about doing a remake. I hope they don't, because just like Ghostbusters, I love Ghostbusters. There's not one shot in that film that I don't like. Same thing with Escape from New York. There's not one shot in this film that I don't love. It's fucking perfect. It's a perfect 10 out of 10. They don't need to fucking remake it. It's just fucking great as is. So, but if they did make a remake, I would still watch it, because I'd be like, well, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. We didn't get a sequel. We got a remake. There's some remakes I like and some remakes I don't like. But I highly doubt that if they remade this, that it would be better than this. I basically just got this for the Steelbook and for all the extra bonus features. Because anytime you get a Steelbook, you get 3 things. You get a cool Blu-ray 4K in the actual steel cover. That's number 1. 2, you get a shitload amount of bonus features, and I love all that behind-the-scenes shit. That's one of the reasons why I went to film school. I love how movies are put together. And then 2, and then 3, I got it because the love of the film. I'll get every version of this they have. So, again, watching it again for the 1 millionth time, 10 out of 10. And then today, I watched this. So, the last few days, I watched these. Today, before the stream, I watched this. Whew, I was laughing. because it is such a terrible, shitty horror film. You just can't help but laugh. It was pretty funny. It was pretty damn funny. So, this guy, he doesn't care that people see his face when he's killing a bunch of people. Sometimes he wears a mask. Sometimes he wears this really creepy mask right here. So sometimes he wears it. Sometimes he's like, all right, this kill, I don't care. I'm not going to put on the mask. I'll just fucking kill that girl. So, and essentially what it's about is he's having problems with his wife. And so he wants to kill her on New Year's Eve because that's when he... on New Year's. Excuse me, on New Year's. Because that's when he met his wife. And so he's having problems with his wife. But what he does is he wants to kill a bunch of people in all the time zones. So whenever it hits 12 o'clock New Year's, then he'll kill someone and he's going to save his wife for the end. So yeah. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, because if you ever want to see it, you know, you're more than welcome to. It's hysterical. One of the best kills is right at the very beginning of the film when this black lady is like in the bathroom and she's touching up her makeup, and he grabs her by the throat, pulls her into the shower, and he basically just stabs her with this switchblade knife. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite kills. It's a typical 80s slasher horror movie. Another good one to add to the collection. I found this one at V-Stock whenever I was in just this past trip. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. I need to see if this one is on the list so I can cross it off. I think I just found this one, but it may be on the list, so let's have a look. I need to see if Final Exam is on the list too. Because I recently watched that, so let's see if they're both on the list. I don't think they are, but let's have a look. Okay, okay, I don't see it on the front page. Let me have a look here. It may be on the back. I did order some more movies off this list, and I'm just waiting for them to come in. All right, let's see here. It may not be on here, but we'll see. I don't think I ever put those two on here because I'm not seeing them. Nope. All right. I just want to make sure. But yeah. So, if I had to grade this, it is a little cheesy, but funny. It's not scary. The ending is kind of crap. I fell asleep twice, and I had to rewatch the ending because I fell asleep. Because I fell asleep at the end, I'm probably going to give it... I'm also going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad watch. It's not a good watch. It's just... Yeah, it's an okay watch. And mostly, it's funny. It's not scary whatsoever. The mask that he wears is funny and creepy. But again, he only wears the mask sometimes. The other times, he doesn't care and he just, like, straight up kills somebody, you know? So I'm like, well, if you're going to wear a mask and be a mask killer, don't just wear it sometimes. Wear it all the fucking time. So that was another thing I didn't like about it. But it's an alright watch. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just an alright watch. Alright. So, yeah. 7 out of 10. And that's all I got for you guys today. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But before I go, let's go to the wall and pick something out that I'm going to watch tonight before work. Alright, I think tonight I'm going to watch Christmas, Bloody Christmas, Pixel. I'm finally going to sit down and watch this. Pixel told me about this movie ages ago, and I'm just getting around to finding it. I bought it while I was on vacation. So Pixel, I'm going to watch this tonight. And if there's time, I'm going to watch Death Race 2050. And essentially, this isn't the one that Visions told me about. The one that Visions told me about was Death Race 2000. This is a remake of Death Race 2000 that was made like in the late 70s. It's either early 70s or late 70s, but I haven't found that one yet. So the remake is going to have to do. So I'll watch the remake, and we'll see if it's good or not. And then at some point, I'm going to get the original Death Race 2000. So those are the two watches for today, my friends. All right. And like I said, I'm going to try and edit a little bit more and get another video out. Fearsman 26 is coming back. I have to check to see when all those strikes go away. It's either before Christmas or sometime after Christmas. And thanks to that stupid Fears blog guy, he's the reason. He's the reason. He gave me a shitload of strikes, and I had to hide my channel because that motherfucker wouldn't stop, and he's a little bastard for doing it. So you can thank him for no Fearsman 26 content for the last couple of months. So it is what it is. Anyway, I'm taking off, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I appreciate you guys allowing me at the beginning of the stream. I just wanted to get all that shit off my chest. That's what's been going on. I hope things get better. I really do. I hope Visions comes back after a break. I wanted to let him know how sorry I am. Never intended for all this bullshit to happen. It just kind of fucking happened. But if he stays away forever, I understand. I mean, it would be unfortunate because he's been such a good friend and he's been such a good fan. So yeah, I hope I can still buy some merch. I really wanted to buy some merch here in a couple of weeks. So I hope he'll allow me to buy some merch because I always buy some merch for the Christmas unboxing, and if he wouldn't allow me to buy merch, that would really suck. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to try. I'm not going to do it right now because I think he's still upset, so I just want everything to kind of calm down, you know, because I'm still a little upset about all the bullshit that happened, but I feel a lot better today. But hopefully in a couple weeks, everything will calm down and hopefully everything will get back to normal. I hope. I really do. I hope. Because I can't take much more of this bullshit. But anyway. So hopefully I'll be in an even better mood tomorrow. Alright. But I want to say thanks a lot for watching to all my loving and loyal fans. And I appreciate everyone that does care about me and my life, and everyone that does care about my content, and I appreciate all your guys' patience, and I don't know, the last couple of days have been fucking crazy, so hopefully, like I said, better times are coming. Anyway, Fears loves you guys, Fears cares about you guys. I always appreciate all my loving and loyal fans. Thanks for all the likes and the comments and the views, and sticking with Fears through thick and thin. I'm going to take off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my buddy Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Check Fears Man out at Fears Vlogs on YouTube. Be sure to give a like, a comment, and a sub. Check me out on TikTok, FearsMan26. And last but certainly not least, follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube at the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. Follow Sega on Twitch at the Sega Camp Gamer 22. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces. I'll see you guys later.